Hello guys, today for movie theater reviews, this is coming out a touch late, but the movies still haven't come out yet. Spider-Man Into the Multiverse. Awesome movie. It was released this year, 2018. It's rated PG, and it's an hour 57 long. It's 8.8 out of 10 on IMDb so far, with about 15,000-ish user votes, but that could change. 87% on Metacritic with about 45 critics. That is very impressive. It stars Shamik, I hope I pronounced that right, Shamik Moore, who was in Dope and some other independent movies before this, and Jake Johnson, who was in New Girl. It's directed by a few guys. The most notable one is Ronnie Rothman, who wrote 22 Jump Street, and I think he might have directed it. Correct me on that. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has 97% with about 2,480 critics, and 95% by audience, about 1,100-ish audience people. And the critics' consensus on Rotten Tomatoes is at... I'm sorry, it's not 2,480 for critics, it's 248. My bad. And the critics' consensus on Rotten Tomatoes is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse matches bold storytelling with striking animation for a purely enjoyable adventure with heart, humor, and plenty of superhero action. Sums it up perfectly. This is an amazing movie. Start with the acting. The voice acting is very well done. Like, Nicolas Cage as Noir Spider-Man is the best thing ever. Yeah, everyone's spot on in this. Even actors who, like Jake Johnson, I would never think of him as a superhero character, but hearing him as Spider-Man is pretty awesome. It matches really well. I liked, and next is the story. The story is fucking awesome. The story is, it's a great way to introduce Miles Morales that was in huge demand by fans, and introducing other Spider-Men and women, and yeah, it was it just does a great job with the story. I don't know what else to say. The story is fucking amazing. It's tightly paced. The dialogue's sharp. It's funny. It has heart. The acting just delivers the emotions. Oh, and the animation is some of the best animation I've ever seen in the movies. And I've seen a lot of great animated movies. I mean, the way it's animated seems like a comic book come to life. The way they show the actors' faces is perfect. I mean, the emotions matched with the voices perfectly. It has a very Spider-Man superhero atmosphere in this movie. The atmosphere in this movie is feels like very Spider-Man-y. And the villain, I heard, villain is the only thing some people have complaints. The villain is Kingpin. And there's some other villains in this, but I won't give those away. Kingpin's the one that's in the trailer. I actually liked Kingpin in this movie. He has great motivation, very, very great motivation, makes sympathetic motivation for him for doing what he's doing. Some people may not like the design or his voice, the way he sounds, but I loved it a lot. I liked the way he looked. He looked big and tall, the way in a comic book, and the voice makes sense because he's from New York, and I didn't mind that at all. So I loved Kingpin in this movie a lot, and I'm glad they chose a villain like Kingpin for Spider-Man, given the rise of popularity of the character from Daredevil. I think it's a great choice. And they have some other villains in it too, pretty noticeable, and that's fun too. It feels like a superhero movie that's not just about Miles Morales, that's about everything Spider-Man. It's an everything Spider-Man movie. It's awesome. It's hilarious. One of the most hilarious PG movies I've ever watched. It's dramatic, very dramatic. It really tugs on the heartstrings so well. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. Let's see, acting, I said, animation, atmosphere, story, dialogue, I said. Action's great. The action's fantastic. And yeah, I think there should be spin-offs. I would like to see... Oh, Nicolas Cage... There's Liv Schreiber, I think that's how I pronounce his last name. He played Sabretooth in X-Men Origins. He voices Kingpin. Chris Pine voices one of the Spider-Men, but I won't say which. Jake Johnson voices the more noticeable Spider-Man. Nicolas Cage voices Spider-Man Noir. And I don't remember who voices the other Spider people. Spidey Gwen, they don't call her Spider-Gwen in this. They call her Spider-Woman in it. She's voiced, I forgot her name. But she's a known actress though. But yeah, there's, I don't know what else to say. It's a great way to introduce Miles Morales. A great way to open up the possibility of other Spider-Man animated movies and other adventures. It's just, if you're gonna pick one character to do this with, it's Spider-Man, and it comes from Sony, not Marvel. MCU, not MCU, Marvel. Sony, fucking Sony. And it's just like, you know what? Good job, Sony. Good job. And I'll give credit when credit's due. This greatly makes up for any misgivings in Venom. While Venom isn't a terrible movie, it has some missteps. This one is just, it's a flawless movie. It should get Best Animated Film of the Year, in my opinion, at the Oscars. But yeah, that's all I have to say about it. It's an awesome movie. Check it out in theaters. Along with, there's a lot of great movies coming out. I'll talk about those too when they come. But yeah, check it out. And yeah, there's a lot of great movies coming to theaters, so check this one out along with the other ones as well. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.